So FIFA 18 launched this week, and it has been well documented that EA are using the sort of sales from the Nintendo Switch version of the game as an indicator as to how well maybe their software will sell on the system, and then using that as an indicator as well to see what future software they might put onto the Nintendo Switch. So basically, if the FIFA 18 sales were good on the Nintendo Switch, EA would consider more ports or other games to come to the platform, whereas if they weren't so good, that might limit the opportunities of EA games put onto the console. So a couple of days since the release then, obviously FIFA is always a big hitter, but how was the game done on the Nintendo Switch? Let's find out. So it's worth bearing in mind that FIFA 18 is the first FIFA game to be released on Nintendo hardware for a number of years, going back to the Wii U era, where I believe maybe FIFA 13 was the last game to be released of the FIFA franchise on Nintendo's last gen hardware, the Wii U. However, FIFA 14 was released on the Wii, but then that's because obviously the massive install base the Wii had, but we won't really count that because I mean that's just literally ported over, get it out on a couple of discs, and whatever it sells is making money for them, even if it sells like 5 copies, I'd imagine. But FIFA 18 then is the first proper mainline series entry to the franchise on Nintendo's system, at the same time as well as it launched on the other platforms with simultaneous release. So it was quite a big deal for Nintendo to have this on board. And most features were involved as well in the game, other than the fact that the graphics were a little bit less advanced with the older engines has been used, and also the journey was missing. But they included Ultimate Team, which was the first time Ultimate Team had been put onto the Nintendo systems as well. I think that was quite a big deal. So EA definitely saw it as a big deal, and they are using it as an indicator to see what other software they might put onto the platform in the future. So a couple of days after release then, how has the game sold? Well, unfortunately, it doesn't look like good news for the Nintendo Switch version of FIFA 18. With 97% of units released were shared between the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 versions, with 3% left for the Switch and Legacy releases, which came out on the 360 and PlayStation 3, with actually the Xbox 360 version selling more than the Nintendo Switch as well. So in the single format charts this week, the 360 version of the game finished in 5th and the Switch version in 7th, so that's not good news, although putting into consideration the fact that the 360 does have a much larger install base than the Switch, and the people that play the 360 have, probably more likely in general to play FIFA. Obviously some people on the Switch will, but there's probably a bigger demographic of people that own a 360 that are likely to pick it up, especially due to the higher amount of consoles sold, whereas the Switch, a lot of people might have it as a second console and have picked it up on maybe the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, and those that do pick it up on the Switch might be new to this series or just might want a portable version of FIFA as well, and it was never really going to be the primary game in the series, like if you own one of the other consoles as well. So this is where the flaw in EA's thinking comes in, because maybe the Nintendo Switch isn't always going to be the best place to play FIFA. I mean, it's good. I think I'm going to pick one up eventually. It's a portable version of FIFA, so when you got friends around, it's easy to whop it out and have a game. I think that's a really good aspect of Nintendo Switch FIFA. But it'll never be my primary version of FIFA. I'll always have that on the PlayStation 4, due to the fact that everyone plays it on there. Obviously, they've got the party chat, they've got all the features, and I just think FIFA's the sort of game, if I'm playing it on my own, I'm going to play it on the TV. Not really too fussed about playing it on the go, unless I've got people to play it with. I wouldn't do career mode or anything like that personally. So I don't think that FIFA would be the best game for EA to judge their potential support for a console, especially a console like Nintendo's handheld / home console, the Nintendo Switch. And I think this is either going to be used as a scapegoat to say, okay, well, it didn't sell very well, so we're not going to support the Switch anymore because obviously our stuff doesn't sell, we don't make money, blah blah blah, as I did with the Wii U. The Wii U maybe was a bit more justified because of the sales and the fact that no one bought their stuff, but I think just using FIFA as an example and then basing their future releases or lack of releases on the sales for the Switch version of FIFA, I think that'll be a massive mistake on EA's part, because I don't think, for example, because of FIFA selling poorly would necessarily mean people wouldn't buy a game like Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the Switch if it was available. I think a lot of people will pick that sort of game up on the Switch due to the fact that in a portable aspect you can hook Switches together without the internet and play like that. Whereas with FIFA, I just don't think it's the same sort of thing. Yes, you'll have some people that want it portably like that, but for me, I play Ultimate Team and Pro Clubs, and I don't think the Switch is ever going to be the console that provides the best experience in either of those two for me. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think EA are wrong to base their future support for the Switch on solely FIFA sales? Or do you think it's fair enough if FIFA doesn't sell, then they should probably just invest their resources elsewhere where they're going to make potentially more money? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more Nintendo Switch news.